And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. So Dallas will get the first possession. Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Shot clock at 6. Fades back. Shot denied. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Kidd with it. Left side Irving. Here's Lopez. Can't get it to fall.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Harper. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Rick Carlisle. Doris. Here's Petrovic. Back to Kidd. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Irving. Dismissed. And here's the fast break. Here's Aguirre. Count the bucket.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Outside Kidd. Now Irving. Here's Kidd. Now Kidd. From downtown. Here's Irving. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Here's Harper. They get a hand on it. And here comes the break. Petrovic. Second chance effort. And it's Kidd getting it to go in. And it's all knotted up.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Harper. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Kidd. Back to Irving. Left side Irving. Pass to Lopez. Guarded by Bradley. And there's the rejection. Blackman. Here's Harper. Now Bradley. 6 to shoot. That's good.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Bradley. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Kidd. Back to Williams. Outside Kidd. Pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Right side Irving. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Can change shot. The shot will not go. Here's Petrovic. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here is Aguirre. Harper's shot. Good.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside Kidd. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Here's Harper. He has 7. Pass to Bradley. From the wing. He squares up and sinks it. 5 points in the game. Here's Kidd. Now Irving. They set the pick. Outside Kidd. Jacks up a 3. And the shot is good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Another 3 for Dallas. Here's Kidd. Trailing here by 8. Back to Irving. Now here's Lopez. Lopez inside. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
And the Mavericks call time here. Here's Harper. He's got 7. Pass to Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Now here's Kidd. He's got 5. Back to Irving. Now here's Lopez. Misses from close range.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Harper. Leads him in there. And Bradley gets it to go.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Harper. Blackman. And it's Dallas with another.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
Now here's Kidd. There's the screen. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Lopez. Backing in. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And he gets it to go. He has 6. Here's Harper. He's got 7. Here is Aguirre. He's covered by Irving. Kidd with the steal. And they're moving it up. Petrovic. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Harper. Back to Nowitzki. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Harper. Here's Harper. That's good.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And here is Kidd. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Brooklyn with the ball, trailing by 10. Outside, Martin. Carter with it. Pass to Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kidd with it. There's the pick. Nash outside. Off the pick. Misses off the right iron.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Carter outside. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Nash. Nash right side. Kidd. Shot clock at 6. Again, the Mavericks score.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
They set the pick. Here is Anderson. Pass to Martin. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
That's good from Martin. The Mavericks leading. Outside Kidd. Chandler. Emphatic alley-oop jam. Now Anderson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Martin. And here is Jefferson. Anderson lets the 3 fly. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And here's another thing I've noticed. You know, sometimes at the defensive end, he'll come out of nowhere to make a play on the ball, blocking a shot from behind when the shooter had no idea he was there.
Here's Kidd. Left side Chandler. Left side Chandler. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Coleman. Shot from the inbound. But they'll get another chance. Can't connect from short range.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Kidd. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Anderson. Carter right side. There's a screen. Carter right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Jefferson. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And here's Nash. Outside Kidd. Another 3 for Dallas. Here's Anderson. Cannot hit. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. And back. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks. And here is Harris. Coleman. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Nash with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Nash left side. Pass to Chandler. He's against Martin. And it's Dallas with another.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Now Harris. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Nash outside. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
And the Nets with possession here. 7-point differential. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Clock at 6. From deep. That's good. 8 points for him.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Nash. Poked loose. Finley. Mashburn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. The Nets making a switch here. And here in the second quarter of action with under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Pass to Russell. Back to Harris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. The Nets making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. Here's Harper. 9 points in the game so far. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Harris. Pass to Russell. The 3 ball. Shot is no good.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Doncic. Count that one.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. And stolen by Nowitzki. Here's Harper. He's got 11. Pass to Nowitzki. Nowitzki left side. 5 to shoot. Doncic. And he gets the bucket. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 7. Now, here is Russell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now, here is
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Here's the screen. Here's Harper. Nowitzki outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here is Harris. Pass to Russell. Outside Irving. Back to Russell. Now Harris. To stop the drought. McGuire grabs the miss. Now here's Nowitzki. Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Good on the triple. 6 points for him.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Timeout called, the Nets. Nets making a switch here. Here is Russell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Williams. Left side Williams. Russell. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Irving. Puts up the baby hook. There's the bucket. Good. 8 points for him.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here is Aguirre. Now Bradley. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Nets making a switch here. Brooklyn trailing. Kidd with it. He has 5. Back to Lopez. Here's Petrovic. Here's Petrovic. Here's Kidd. Drills it from outside. He's got 8.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Doncic. Here's Harper, and it's rejected. Here's Kidd, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Aguirre. Nails the baby hook.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Here's Kidd. They set the pick. Five on the clock. Back to Williams. Pass to Irving. The shot. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Harper. 11 points in the game. Doncic. Aguirre, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Kidd. Hammers the alley-oop through. And the Mavericks call time here. The Mavericks leading. Here's Harper. He's got 11. Pass to Aguirre. Rebound, Brooklyn.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And Irving backs in. They swipe it. Here's Harper. Rebound by Williams. And here are the Nets. They're on an 11-2 run. Now Kidd. He's got 10. Here's Petrovic. Back to Kidd. Fires from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's Harper. Doncic. Plenty of space. That one goes. Count. He's got 10.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Back to Lopez. Outside Kidd. Pass to Lopez. Guarded by Bradley. Lopez, no luck. Here's Harper. 11 points in the game. Doncic. And he gets it to go.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Here's Petrovic. Puts it up from 12. Good. Here comes Harper. They set the screen. Pass to Aguirre. And Bradley gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far. And Brooklyn has possession. Trailing by 2. Outside Irving. Outside Irving. Williams with the ball. And Irving backs in. Back to Williams. 3 on the clock. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. Here's Harper. There's the triple. No luck.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Petrovic. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here are the Mavericks now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Harper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him. Now here's Kidd. From outside the arc. And that one's good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Gotta like what Jason Kidd has done in this game. The Nets with the lead. Pass to Lopez. And blocked. Here's Harper. And here's Bradley. The 15-footer, and the basket good. He's got 11. Brooklyn with the ball. Right side Kidd. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And here comes Harper. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Aguirre. Connects from three-point range. Now here's Kidd. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. 12 points for him. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Harper. Here's Harper. He's got 11. Goes back up. Nowitzki's shot is no good. Here's Petrovic. Lopez inside. That's good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Pass to Bradley. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Aguirre. No good on the triple. Here's Petrovic. 6 points for him. Right side, Irving. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Blackman uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Timeout called, the Nets. Now here's Lopez. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. There's the pick. They double him with Nowitzki. Outside Williams. Back to Kidd. Shot clock at 5. Top of the key. They grab their own miss. Pass to Lopez. Now Irving. From deep. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And here comes Harper. He's got 11. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Kidd. 16 points for him. Here's Petrovic. Here's Petrovic. Blackman. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 8 points for him. Brooklyn trailing. And here is Kidd. From about 16. And off the front iron. And in it goes.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Pass to Aguirre. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Nets with possession here. Outside Kidd. Lopez with the ball. Hits the jump hook. Dallas calls timeout. The Nets making a switch here. And here comes Kidd. 7 points in the game. They set the pick. Right side Kidd. Floats one up.
And his body control is something else I like about him. I'm not sure how he does it, but the way he's able to hang in the air and change his shot to get it around the defender is purely amazing.
No good on the free throw. The Nets making a switch here. Good on the second free throw.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Carter with it. He's got 8. Carter right side. For the lead. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. The Mavericks trailing. Now Kidd. He's got 8. Pass to Nash. Back to Kidd. And here's Nash. Now here's Nash. And it's good. Off through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
And the Nets making a change here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one falls for Nash. Anderson with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Carter right side. The Mavericks pull it in. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Nash. They set the screen. There's the block. Fast break. Here we go. Carter outside. Now here's Anderson. Pass to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson. Triple from the wing.
There's no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Right side Kid. Right side Kid. Pass to Nash. Back to Kid. From deep three-point range, Dallas again missing. The Nets with the lead. And here's Anderson. Steps back and fires. Jump shot is good. 5 points in the game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Nash's shot is in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Anderson. He has 5. They set the pick. Carter outside. Carter right side. Again, the Nets for 2. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Kid with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Nash. Finley. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Jefferson. Martin's in the post. Puts up the baby hook. The shot misses. Nash outside. Nowitzki outside. Makes it off the glass. Now Anderson. Carter outside. And that one hits back iron.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Nash outside. Pass to Kidd. Back to Nash. 6 to shoot. Hayward. And Dallas again with the bucket. Now here's Anderson. He's got 5. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Nets making a switch here. Nash outside. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Jefferson. So it's Brooklyn now. They lead by 1. Pass to Martin. Left side, Martin. Shot clock at 6. Right at the free throw line. It's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
The Nets making a switch here. Kidd with it. He's got 8. Nash outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Nowitzki. Mashburn. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And here are the Nets. It's a one-point game. Now Russell. Here's Russell. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Pass to Jefferson. Harris. 5 to shoot. Now here's Jefferson. And that is good. And here is Kidd. And he's going for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Here's Harris. Now, here is Russell. Back to Harris. Coleman. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. 10 points for him. Dallas with the ball. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Kidd. Kidd with the bucket. Now Russell. Pass to Harris. Jefferson with it. Back to Jefferson. 1 second left. It's wow, he nails the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Mavericks trailing. They set the pick. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Russell with it. Soft touch off the glass. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now Harris. That's good. Here are the Mavericks now, trailing by 5. Finley. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Carter outside. Harris back to Carter. Pulls up on the wing. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. The Nets making a switch here. Now the Mavericks with it. It's a 3-point game. Nash outside. Pass to Nowitzki. Nowitzki right side. He's against Williams. Nowitzki inside. Poked away. And stolen by Williams. Now, here is Russell. Outside Williams. Here's Harris. Carter outside. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Mavericks with the rebound.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
And here is Harris. Pass to Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The first free throw is good. And the Nets making a change here. Lopez hits them both. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nash with it. Back to Nowitzki. Outside Kidd. Pass to Nash. And he gets it to go.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
The Nets with the lead. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Now Russell. Back to Lopez. Guarded by Bradley. Now Russell. Takes the three. And the Nets miss again. Outside Kidd. Nash outside. Back to Kidd. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Nets making a change here. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Williams. Here's Petrovic. Just 5 to shoot. Fade away. And that one's good by Petrovic.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
And here is Kidd. Finley. Banked in off the glass. Here's Petrovic. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Pass to Bradley. And here is Kidd. Back to Kidd. Finley. No good. Now here's Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Williams with the ball. Pass to Jefferson. Now here's Kidd. Kidd with the steal. And they're running. He lobs it up. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They lead by 1. Here's Kidd. Pass to Lopez. Guarded by Grant. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Outside Kidd. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And the Nets with possession here. And here is Kidd. Back to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Shot is blocked. Outside Kidd. Finley. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The Nets making a switch here. And Brooklyn has possession. Kidd with it. Pass to Irving. Aguirre covering. Here's Irving. From 13 feet, it goes down.
And Steve, you know, his ability to come in and rattle off 10, 20 points in no time flat, that's a gift and a real asset for any team. Some guys need a while to get going, not him.
Brooklyn trailing. Now Kidd. Outside Williams. 14 feet away. That's good.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Harper. Beyond the arc. All sorts of time. They get it back. Here's Petrovic. Kidd with it. Right side Kidd. Petrovic. Now Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Hit the 10. Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Nice touch on the bank shot. He's got 19. And the Nets with possession. It's a one-point game. Outside Kidd. Back to Irving. Aguirre covering. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Outside Kidd. Petrovic. Back to Kidd. Now Irving. Left block shot on the way. Now here is Irving. Blackman. Nowitzki up top. Lopez is there. Lock at 6. That's tipped. Lopez with the steal. Jumps up. Flushes it down to finish the break. And the Mavericks call time here. Gotta like what Jason...
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle.
The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Harper. There's the screen. Nowitzki outside. Here's Harper. 5 to shoot. From 6 feet. Hit his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Pass to Nowitzki. Kidd with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Back to Irving. Nails the close-range fadeaway jumper.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Nowitzki outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Harper. Tries to snap the cold streak. Gets in front of the rim and out.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Now here's Kidd. Right side, Irving. Takes the 13-footer. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter. At least at the offensive end.
Aguirre. That is good.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Here's Petrovic. Outside Irving. Back to Kidd. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Good on the first, and that. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And
no mistakes there.
pass to Nash. Nash, right side. It's good from long range. And stolen by Nash. Nash, right side. From the arc. The shot is off. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that... And so both free throws are good. And Dallas calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts? From deep. That's the good.
Talk about a terrific stroke. I mean, the defense was hoping that a three ball that deep was not going in.
And so it's Brook